Good morning. Welcome to Tuesday morning meditation with Mindfulness to Life. And today we're going to do a really simple one. And this is one that not only do I love to do as a morning and sometimes an evening practice, and often I'll do it with isolated sections of our senses, like just focusing on the hearing or just focusing on what the skin's doing. But today we're going to bounce around the senses, and not only does this help us to explore different areas and look at a lot of things fairly quickly, but it also helps us to just keep the mind busy with changing the focus. And we'll explore the mind and look at what it's doing this morning as well. But it can be interesting when we change the focus that the mind has enough to do with the changing of the focus and the bringing attention to different areas that it doesn't need to do a lot of its looping behavior and a lot of its you know chatter that just goes on in the background that can be a bit distracting when we're starting to practice meditation. Well, it can be a bit distracting at any point, and it can be very useful at the same time. But yeah, this moving from place to place just quietens down the intensity and the noise and some of the urgency with that generally. And with all meditation and especially mindfulness meditation, whatever your process is perfect. It's always unique, and it's not a matter of judging or yeah, doing it wrong. It's just a matter of having an experience, and each experience is unique. And yeah, my experience will be that this morning, and your experience will be what you experience. And they're just subtle nuance. We all learn different things from the process. We all have different journeys that we're on, and the key with this is just to be able to embrace reality now and make conscious choices from there. Man, what an introduction for such a basic practice. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to just tune in to the senses, and we'll be bouncing from one sense to the next. And what I mean by that is we'll start in the vision, and then we might go to hearing, what's in the room, what's in the environment, and then we might go to what the belly's doing, or what the feet are doing, or what the mind is doing, or is there any smells in the room? And we'll just float around between these and explore them, and it's just interesting to see what happens there as we become more and more anchored in the moment. And you might notice that all of these experiences of mindfulness that I've talked about are all in the moment. We're not really investing in breaking down stories of the past or planning and predicting future outcomes. We're just being here and really diving into what is reality right now in this moment. So saying that, let's just get ourselves comfortable. We'll be starting with our eyes open this morning, and let's just bring our attention to the area around us. Whatever's happening around here, just allowing the eyes to just float around the room. And as you do that, let's bring our awareness to the colors. What colors are we noticing? We don't need to tell a story, just allowing ourselves to really embrace those colors now, in the moment. Really noticing them. If we notice ourselves labeling them or wanting to build importance around them or anything like that, that's okay. But just come back to savoring the reality of the colors as they are. Just surrendering to this moment. Allowing the colors to simply be. Like a baby seeing them for the first time. And you might notice some darknesses or some absences of colour. And at first we might be tempted to interpret them as something, as less colourful or better or worse or whatever. But just allowing ourselves to open with that same connectedness, that same presence that we did for the colours. And as you cycle around the room, just allowing the colours, the darknesses to all come in. Just allowing the eyes to cruise around. Just simply witnessing now. No rushing, no overly slowing down, just being here, allowing it to flow in your way today. And you might notice some variations in texture. You might notice some of the things in the room are shiny, some of them are flat, some of them are their own blend of in-between. Just taking in that texture. So we're taking in the different colours and contrasts. We're taking in the textures. And let's not get too into the whole labelling and making them something or identifying with them. Just witnessing all of this variation in the room. Gently, gently. Just noticing. And now we're going to close our eyes down. See if we need to adjust our posture or our seat. Are the shoulders relaxed? What are the hips doing? Are they comfortable there? Is the spine honored here? Is it able to keep a posture while being relaxed? What muscles are working, what muscles aren't? If we need to adjust, that's fine. If we're feeling a bit out of balance, that's beautiful to be aware of. Just adjusting where we need to, however we need to. Really allowing those feet to relax into the floor. Noticing how that weight feels in the feet and the buttocks. Noticing how it feels to be sitting here. Breathing in and out. Just opening up our awareness to see how it feels to be in this body, in this moment, in this space. Right now, from moment to moment, just staying sensitive, allowing everything to change from each moment to the next. allowing ourselves to relax into this seat. Resting here for a minute. Bringing our awareness to the breath as we inhale deeply. And relaxing as we exhale. Breathing slowly enough that we can notice all these details as we breathe in deeply to the belly. Relaxing on the exhale. Noticing how the body changes as we inhale deeply. Noticing how the body changes as we relax and exhale fully. Staying open, staying sensitive to now. On the next inhale, we're going to keep this deep breathing, but we're going to notice if there's any smells that come up for us. Even the most subtle, just being sensitive. We don't need to tell a story about it. We don't need to put it in a box. We just experience it in the moment right now. Gently, gently opening to any tastes that might be in your experience. And from there, opening to any sound. Being still and sensitive. And while we're still and sensitive, notice what happens when we turn our attention to witnessing what the mind is doing right now. No need to force it, just gently being still and listening to the mind now. Next inhale, just opening up to the whole experience, seeing if we can listen to all of the senses at once now. Doing our best, being as open as we can be. The mind narrows us down into an area, that's okay. let's just see if we can float here, staying open. Gently, gently, just allowing ourselves to be. And staying sensitive now, moving slowly enough that we can keep that awareness. Starting to expand the breath. Gently bringing movement to the body. Slowly, slowly, gently, gently. Whatever adjustments the body needs, taking our time here. And in your own time, coming back to the space, gently opening up your eyes. How does that feel? It's such a powerful way to start the day, especially I do this kind of practice in bed, and it's great to be able to just get a snapshot of what's going on in the body in the morning and really honor the different parts. And I feel like that gives me a heads up for the rest of the day, because I'm really starting from a place of listening. It's not like my body's needing to play catch up and kind of communicate some base things for the day later on once I'm already kind of rushing or built up some momentum before actually having a really good check-in. And sometimes this might only take a minute, sometimes it might take longer. It's really your practice to adjust to your needs and your day. So if you'd like more videos like this one, please check us out on YouTube or follow the Facebook page. And yeah, if you'd like to support more work like this, we have a Patreon page where people can donate and yeah, get all kinds of news about what the latest things we're doing as well. And yeah, it's a real honor to be able to share this with you today, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Namaste, guys. See ya.